what happened. I was gone for 20 days. I don't remember anything.
So here's the thing. I only been to 3 of his events. Now, when the first part of the event is a normal socializing mixer, upscale, the who's who is there, it's normal. But when you see the guy come out with the black suit and he's collecting everyone's cell phone and then inviting them to another party.
In the shadows of Sean Diddy Combs' shocking downfall, a chorus of silenced voices is finally speaking out. Former bodyguards, staff, and partygoers are breaking their silence about the mogul's darkest secrets. Among them, one man's testimony stands out. Big Homie CC, a seasoned security expert turned whistleblower. His explosive revelations shed new light on the mysterious circumstances surrounding Jamie Foxx's near-fatal health scare and the unsettling rumors that link Diddy to the actor's ordeal. So what secrets have been unveiled? What impact will it have? Join us as Jamie Foxx's bodyguard just breaks silence and shocks everyone. The Whistleblower. Ever since Diddy's saga hit the news, the media and conspiracy enthusiasts have scrutinized every relationship and every single step that the fallen mogul has taken. One thing that's also been all over the place is the music mogul's past employees coming out to reveal the darkest secrets that have been hidden behind the veil of fame. And one of these secrets is the intriguing relationship between Diddy and Jamie Foxx, the versatile American actor who is capable of taking on different roles with relative ease, has had the media wondering what role Diddy has played in his life. Rumors are that Jamie Foxx and Diddy used to be friends in the past, spending time at the same parties and having the same social circle, but recent events, particularly Diddy's scandal followed by his arrest, it seems Foxx has cut all ties with the struggling businessman. This shift has caused endless speculation across the internet, as fans and speculators have tried to figure out the events that led to Diddy's downfall. What may have indeed transpired has been explained by Big Homie CC in the latest interview of his, painting a grim picture of the behind the scenes of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. Big Homie also said he was around when unpleasant things occurred, and he also unveiled the man who called federal authorities on Diddy, a call that set off a chain reaction that led to his undoing. During the interview, Big Homie CC said that he was a professional bodyguard and he attended several Diddy's now infamous parties, and the things he saw were rather scandalous. Even though these parties started as people mingling and having a good time, according to Big Homie, the atmosphere changes rather quickly. It was revealed that Diddy's security people would confiscate the guests' phones as the night went on to avoid any records of the crazy things that would go on later. Initially, those occurrences appeared natural, friends and families being entertained and having a good time in elegant surroundings. But something creepy started when a man dressed in black suit came, taking their cell phone and telling them to come to another party. Big Homie thought this was a strategy of creating sections of the parties and only inviting a few people to the next level of the party. At one of the parties, Big Homie reported to have engaged in a fight after his client, a woman who hired him, developed a severe sickness after taking a cocktail at the party. This particular experience was an eye-opener for Big Homie to learn that as people partied, some sinister activities were going on at these parties that's beyond anyone's imagination. There was a moment when Big Homie had his client and her 2 friends around him. Every time they took something, they became ill. Big Homie's survival instincts took over him, and he got more cautious. This incident took an even darker turn when Big Homie saw that some of them appeared to know what was going on. A lot has been written about how Diddy's so-called freak-off parties and how they were supposedly filled with different illegal substances, but what really got people's attention was accusations that many of the participants never agreed to use these substances, that they were often taking these substances without a clue they're doing so. These allegations raised a lot of controversy, especially when it was established that some of the substances were very powerful, so powerful they could cause permanent amnesia. The allegedly laced drinks that Big Homie CC claims to have witnessed causing havoc on partygoers has only further amplified the scrutiny surrounding Diddy. What raised even more eyebrows was Big Homie's assertion that Diddy employed a specialized security team solely to manage these parties. This revelation mirrors the details of federal indictment papers to the letter, and many have started to wonder whether the authorities were onto something massive. Big Homie, who was going all out with the stories, went on to describe what actually happened at Diddy's famous parties. He described them as wild and unpredictable, catering to every orientation and leaving no one without something or someone to munch on. These descriptions have further fueled the speculations surrounding the parties. The part of the interview that raised a lot of eyebrows in regards to Big Homie's opinion was the part where he discussed Jamie Foxx's participation in the whole ordeal. So what really is the intriguing revelation Big Homie revealed? Let's delve into that. The Jamie Fox Saga. The revelation that Jamie Foxx and Diddy were once friends might have come as a major surprise to many people, but the biggest revelation came when Big Homie said that Diddy might have had something to do with Jamie Foxx's near-fatal medical emergency in 2023, a crisis so dire it kept many people wondering whether the Academy Award-winning actor was going to pull through. There's also an interesting twist to the story that was going around that Jamie Foxx was the one who reported Diddy to the feds. Big Homie said it was actually his family who did it after the actor was in a coma for days. In response to questions about whether he had ever seen Jamie Foxx with Diddy, Big Homie said, "Yeah, I saw him with Diddy a couple of times at different events." Initially, Jamie Foxx, who is now up and about again, proceeded to respond to the circulating rumors that Diddy was somehow involved in his situation during what could be considered as a hangout session with friends. Jamie said that he asked for Advil from someone he thought was his friend, and it put him into a coma for 20 consecutive days. In his account, Jamie said that for days he had a bad headache. As soon as this video appeared on YouTube, people could not stop speculating over the identity of the friend Jamie was talking about. The actor and comedian only spoke about the rumors after getting invited in an event that was promoting his Netflix special. From the same event, Jamie is said to have bragged to people that it was Diddy who administered to him the substance which put him to hospital, but there had been some contradictions regarding the actual words said by Jamie about Diddy. Choke, a producer and videographer whose company attended 2 of Jamie's promotional shows in Atlanta, shared his view. Choke said that Jamie outrightly pointed at Diddy and told him that he was the reason he had to be hospitalized, but others said that Jamie's remarks were meant as a joke. Choke, who was very convinced he fully understood Jamie's gist, was quick to dismiss this by stating that he understands when one was being sarcastic and when they were serious. In his mind, he was convinced that Jamie was serious. All of these claims by eyewitnesses have been fully backed by what Big Homie has been saying all along. From what the celebrity Bodyguard said, it seemed like the feds were constructing a case against Diddy, and Jamie Foxx's family was helping to speed up the process. Big Homie said that even though it was Jamie Foxx's family that first informed the FBI about Diddy, Jamie himself was supposedly fully on board when the family decided to do it after he woke up from a coma. Big Homie explained at great lengths that Karen, Jamie Foxx's daughter, and his mother were the ones who did something about Diddy. Also, Big Homie said that when individuals confronted Jamie Foxx on the street and asked him about that, he didn't even deny his family's involvement. These words of Big Homie spread like wildfire, with people questioning the secrets behind the relationship between Diddy and Jamie Foxx. But is there more to this than meets the eye? Let's find out. The credibility debates. The controversy surrounding Big Homie's explosive interview has only intensified, sparking heated debates about the credibility of his allegations against Diddy and his alleged steamy relationship with Jamie Foxx. When asked by several media outlets about the information Big Homie has shared, he said it came from Jamie Foxx, that he got this information during 2 promotional shows with a client. This shocking revelation has raised the stakes of this argument by a notch, leaving fans quite polarized on what exactly the truth is. Besides the Jamie Fox saga, whispers have been swirling like a raging tornado on how the ladies who attended Diddy's infamous freak-off parties were forced to sign very strict NDAs. From different insiders, these agreements are said to have a clause which prevents anyone who signed them from talking about what they witnessed or participated at these events until 20 years after Diddy's death. Big Homie appeared to wade into these claims in an interview he had, hinting that these speculations regarding the nature of the NDAs might be true. He said he was aware that the NDAs included a provision whereby the attendees were barred from talking about the event until 20 years after the death of Diddy. Big Homie also spoke on his idea of why Diddy is now receiving so much heat. He feels that it is not a mere coincidence that Diddy is on the receiving end now, after he allegedly targeted some influential personalities in major corporations. According to him, these entities are more powerful and influential than Diddy, and this saga could be their own version of payback. Whether or not this theory holds water, one thing is clear: the speculation surrounding this explosive scandal is far from over. Big Homie explained that things began going wrong for Diddy once he decided to target the liquor company who owned Ciroc. He also revealed that Diddy sold Revolt TV soon after he won the lawsuit against Ciroc, and Big Homie found this to be fishy, with people waiting for Jamie Foxx's much-awaited documentary. The speculation that Diddy was involved in the Hollywood star's medical crisis is now becoming more and more out of control. Because Jamie chose not to respond to these claims directly while giving interviews, people have questioned the validity of these claims. A few critics have opined that Jamie could be using the scandal to make publicity for his documentary. However, given the fact that this year alone there were numerous allegations against Diddy, many people are forced to think of the worst. While we await what further drama comes out of this, Let's take a delve into the peak of Diddy's fame and the people who have been drawn into these controversies after attending Diddy's infamous parties. The Party King of New York. There was a time when an invitation to a party hosted by Sean Diddy Combs was one of the most sought-after tickets in the entertainment industry, with guest lists that included Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey, Paris Hilton, and Jennifer Lopez. It was a chance to rub shoulders with some of the biggest celebrities. Jay-Z and Beyonce even released new music at his events, something that has now drawn the elite couple into the deep of the drama surrounding Diddy, with people whispering that they're aware of Diddy's wrongdoings before anyone else. Rob Shooter, who worked as a publicist for the rapper at the height of his fame, told BBC News in an exclusive interview that when Diddy winked at a person and said to come into the VIP section is sure really gonna be a good night for the person. This is basically the sum of Diddy at his peak. Now, Mr. Shooter's former star client is sitting in a Brooklyn jail cell, a short drive away from the Hamptons, where he once presided over decadent celebrity bashes, wondering what fate awaits him. Diddy's fall from grace has been swift, with an extensive federal criminal case charging him in a human trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. More than a dozen civil lawsuits have also been filed, accusing the music mogul of mistreatments and extortion. To further put dark clouds over the situation the fallen mogul has found himself, a lawyer has come out to reveal that he represents more than 100 alleged victims who claim they were mistreated by Diddy and are waiting in the wings to get their own pound of flesh. The Harlem-born rapper has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, whether in relation to the criminal or civil allegations. A spokesperson denied the allegations against Diddy and told BBC News for this story that Mr. Combs remains strong, healthy, and disciplined, fully committed to his defense with the unwavering support of his family, legal team, and the truth. Mr. Shooter, who worked for Diddy in the early 2000s, said Diddy was at a pivotal moment in his career when he started working for the rapper. Diddy had founded Bad Boy Records in 1993, a label that represented some of the biggest names in hip-hop, including artists like Notorious Big and Usher. In 1998, he created the Sean John clothing line that later became a cultural phenomenon. From there, he dipped into fragrances, hard drinks, and even set up a media company, becoming the host of multiple reality shows where he would discover new talent and make people stars. Mr. Shooter said that when he first joined the rapper's world, Diddy wanted to transform his persona and elevate his career, looking to use his parties to keep himself at the center of the entertainment industry. He revealed that he was just figuring out that how he could get the most attention was to become the Party King of New York. Mr. Shooter said Diddy was obsessed with power and a deep desire to remain famous, explaining the star loved to have his photo taken and wanted to show off his lifestyle. It was Mr. Shooter's job to help keep Diddy at the top. Being part of his entourage, he said, was like being part of a circus. The rapper was the ringmaster. Mr. Shooter revealed that although he never witnessed any misconduct, he witnessed the imbalance of power. The reason he was such a superstar is because all he thinks about is Diddy. From the minute he wakes up until the minute he goes to bed, Mr. Shooter told BBC News. Diddy's hobby is Diddy. He also claims Diddy also held a deep fascination with the British royal family. Mr. Shooter said he remembers being asked more than 10 times to call Prince Harry and Prince William with invites to parties, offering to cover their travel, even pay for their security. In his lavish New York apartment, the rapper kept framed pictures of the princes, Mr. Shooter said, explaining he thought of himself as a king, so it makes perfect sense that he would like to have 2 princes in his entourage. As Mr. Shooter continued to shed light on what happened behind closed doors, another darker side of Diddy's world was revealed. White parties had dark side. Although the prince never accepted the invites, saying no to the music mogul wasn't something many others did. Because of Diddy's influence, many couldn't turn him down. Mr. Shooter also revealed that there were always guns around Diddy, with metal detectors in his apartment that resembled those at an airport, something most people have found strange. This has further casted doubt over Diddy's innocence, with many wondering why he would go through such length if he's not hiding something. These revelations have further made Big Homie's story believable. In the Los Angeles area, the rapper lived on what has become known as Beverly Hills' most expensive street. The high fences allow celebrities to hide from prying eyes. Hugh Hefner's Playboy mansion sits a few doors down. The towering gates of Diddy's estate have flaming torches burning day and night. Neighbors told the BBC they often called police over his parties. A Freedom of Information request by the BBC has revealed that officers were dispatched to parties at the P. Diddy mansion 14 times over 7 years. On a street where discretion and privacy are of the utmost importance, no one wished to be named, but neighbors described privately to the BBC what they witnessed, saying they were fed up and disturbed by what they saw. One of the neighbors revealed for 6 or 7 years it was just parties and nothing else. adding she saw females at all hours coming out and sitting down on the street looking like they're totally lost. This added further depth to Big Homie's revelation concerning the usage of substances at these parties. Diddy's mansion in Beverly Hills was one of several venues he used to host his annual White Party, a flagship event which he held from 1998 to 2009. He began the parties in New York's exclusive Hamptons area with a strict all-white dress code, bringing together East Hampton's old money elite and the rising stars of hip-hop. Diddy once described the parties as a way to break down racial and generational barriers, but the hottest party of the year was a facade that allowed sinister conduct behind Diddy's high-fenced estates. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Also check out another interesting video by clicking on the video shown on your screen. See you on the other side.